We're going to look at Team Canada, the under-20 version. They get set to take on Slovakia. This is the final round robin game for the under-20s. Canada 3-0, Slovakia 2-1, Czech Republic are 3-1. A win by Slovakia, we've got a three-way tie to try and figure out who finishes first, second, and third. Canada wins, they will finish first. Czech Republic beat Slovakia rather handily 7-3, so they would finish second, Slovakia third. Fourth place team to get into the playoffs in the under-20 just determined a few moments ago as the United States beat Great Britain 3-1, empty net goal over on rink number 2. The dandy game was going to come down to the USA versus Great Britain, see who got in to the fourth spot. Implications here for who will finish first, second, and third. As they say, a regulation win by Slovakia and a three-way tie. Canada just needs a point to finish first. That would mean they would play the United States in one semifinal. Slovakia would play the Czech Republic in the other. Slovakia wins in regulation. We've got some math to do. All right, we're underway. Canada in the dark jerseys. Slovakia in the white, the blue trim. Perlik dumps it down the floor, looking for McQueen. McQueen is on it in the corner, bumped off the ball by Boris Brinko. Up along the boards. On it is Lennox. He's tied up down in the corner. Penalty coming up to Slovakia. It's going to be number 19, Filip Vašič. They're both going to go, Vašič and Perlik, Canada. It's checking, then holding. Penalties do not offset, so we're going to go 4-on-4. Tomáš Nessel down in the corner. Gets it back to Orlovsky. Nessel, two centered, dumps it in. Chris Kerr in goal for Canada in this game. To start. Ball goes to the boards. Olenek lost it. Livingston gets it up ahead. Jesse Sutton. Another penalty coming up, this one to Slovakia. Canada, the delayed power play here. Finally touched up by Slovakia. Kerr had gone to the players' bench. Canada had the extra attacker out there. To the penalty box, Orel Nash. This power play will be of the 4-on-3 variety. Two Slovaks in the penalty box, one Canadian. Jumped in there a little bit early before Slovakia gets waved out. Hamila back at the point. Again, it's 4-on-3. Hamila. Try and work it down low. Turned over, out comes Slovakia. Short-handed. cutting into the middle. Milos couldn't get the shot away against Hamila. Sutton. Milos all over him. Sutton gets away and heads up the floor. Bumped along the boards by Eunice. The ball is cleared down. Kerr comes out. Leave it to Hamila. Hamila lifts it high in behind the Slovak goaltender. That's Patrick Martishek. Bishop to the line, lost it on the stick handle, wanted to take it in himself. Put his teammates offside. Canada into the attacking zone. 5 on 4 is now the power plays. The first 2 penalties have expired. Slovaks with a chance to clear it. They will on the second attempt. Did not hit the ceiling. Everybody looking up. 30 seconds to go in the 5 on 4 power play for Canada. McQueen up through the middle. Shot, Pierlik. Or Punia that was. Then it comes off the inboards. Punia, number 12, with that chance for Canada. Kept in. McQueen. And he lost it. 10 seconds to go in the man advantage. Penalties over. We're back to even strength. Sallows in the corner lost it. Back comes Slovakia. Lohovi got it in over the blue line, no further. Up ahead. Sallows with a chance. Sallows with a little bit of room. A shot, scores! Sharp angle, goes 5-hole on Martishek. Martishek went down into the butterfly, but not quite quick enough. Sallows was all alone on the rush. Didn't look like he had a lot. Decided to just fire it on goal, and it found the 5-hole, and it is 1-0 for Team Canada. Cleared in, down in the far corner. Eunice spinning away. Lost it. Canada comes up with it. Out in front. White took a wild stab at it, missed it. It goes into Martishek, and he'll hold on to it. Batted out of the air into the Slovak bench. Still 10:51 to go in the first period. Quite a few whistles in the early going of this one. Face-off won by Canada. Shot was blocked and then ricocheted all the way down to the Canadian blue line. It's going to be a hand pass. Face-off will come outside the Slovak blue line. McGraw to face off against and Torek. McGraw won it. Bertone. Milos was chasing him. Up ahead to McQueen. Kept in by Slovakia. Milos. Milos shot on goal. Kerr had to be alert to get that. Well, there's been some activities after the whistle. I think the referee is going to call at least one penalty. McQueen is going to go for Canada. Sparing penalty to McQueen right at the end of that play. Sparing comes with an automatic 4. So a lengthy power play here for Slovakia, trailing 1-0. 4-minute penalty to McQueen. Canada sends it down the floor, back to get it. Students. Cleared in by Serjan. Linney back there for Canada. Linney off the boards, can't get it out, kept in. Students. Milos. Students. Shot. Tip goes wide. Chromiak threw it out, and that's going to be kept in. Students. Chromiak shot was blocked. Students. Also blocked. Linney that time with the block. On the shot by Serjan, and Canada, to the delight of the big crowd here at the Glacier tonight, is able to clear it out. Slovakia in over the blue line. Canada had a chance to get it out, didn't. Slovakia will keep it in. Nausch. Malenik doesn't shoot it. Over here on the near side. Brinko. Vashish. Brinko. That one off of O'Brien into the corner. Canada has killed the first 2 minutes. 2 minutes still to go, and the penalty to McQueen, the 4 minutes for Spearing. Vashish back at center. Brinko. Svitana. Olenek. Vashish. Shot off the end boards. Diving to knock it away was Kerr. Slap pass off a stick, comes to the near boards. Trying to get out in front, Svitana. Comes back. Olenek. Down into the corner. Nausch. Svitana in there reaching for it. Canada trying to pin it against the boards. Olenek. Great pressure here by the Slovaks. Vanish. In the feet. Nausch. Shot. Save. Rebound. Not out. Still not out on the second try, but they get it out on the third try. White will clear it. .48 seconds to go in the man advantage. Busting in. Vashish. Can't get the shot through. Vashish again. Linney was on him. Milos. Eunice. Milos. Obel. And again down the floor. This is going to go right on goal. It bounced dangerously. Here the oohing and ahhing as Martusek had trouble with that. 9 seconds to go in the man advantage. Milos on Linney. Milos got it out in front, batted away by Kerr. Penalty to McQueen is over. Canada's killed off the 4-minute Slovak power play. Milos with a shot, and as they do, yet another whistle, another penalty. Roughing. again to Canada. So effectively 6 minutes of power plays for Slovakia. Linney goes to the bench. Just as they'd finished killing off that 4 minutes to McQueen, Linney goes for roughing. Need to get a further explanation over at the, well, that's at the Canadian players bench. That's correct, that's the penalty box. They're right next to each other. A little different configuration here at the Glacier. The official wants the other referee to come over as well. So scorekeeper and timekeeper have some questions over there. Also see in the background the official photographer for this event, Rod Bennett. He's been all over the arena, the two rinks. Lots of pictures of these World Championships. This is going to require some further explanation. Not sure what the confusion could be. A roughing penalty was called. Whatever it is, it's taking a lengthy time to straighten out. Going to send another player into the box. McQueen, he just finished serving his 4. Now the explanation has to be given to the Slovaks. Long delay. It is 5-on-4. Team Canada player went down. Fans don't like that. Livingston was tripped up in behind the goal. Orlovsky into the middle, long shot off the end of the boards. Nessel, Orlovsky. Orlovsky doesn't shoot. Nessel. Again, doesn't shoot, gets a return pass, swings it over here on the near side of Orlovsky. Nessel blocked. Orlovsky blocked. And the ball comes out. Bishop trying to chase down Orlovsky. Both players go down. Slovaks have it in over the blue line. Sliding over to make the play. The ball goes up and out of play. Nice defensive play by Michael Bertone of Canada. Knocked the ball away from Gabko of Slovakia. 55 seconds to go in the penalty to Linney of Canada. Rinko passes it back. Vashish. Olenek. Vashish. It's the first power play unit out there again for the Slovaks. Olenek blocked by O'Brien. Ball goes up against the boards. White trying to get it out. Ran into Nausch. Vashish. Nausch. Vashish. Snapshot! Scores! Quick release. We're tied at 1. Vashish saw just a small opening, got away a quick shot, ties the game up. Goal comes with 4:42 left to go, first period. Not going to spend much time 5-on-5 apparently. Not at this pace. Another penalty's been called. This one too, Slovakia holding the stick. Tomáš Nessel. So Canada will go on the power play. Ball goes into the corner and comes back at the point. Hamila doesn't shoot. Work it out in front, but they can't get a shot. Ball goes into the corner. Back to Hamila. Hamila doesn't one-time it. Canada's got their power play moved up deep. Johnson, Hamila. Back to Johnson. Hamila. Getting over there, knocked the ball out of the air was Rass. Hamila able to hold it in. Johnson with a chance, Johnson with a shot. Blocked by Gabko. Kept in at center by Hamila. Saved by Mertasek. Mar with a shot, that goes up high. Physical battle down in the corner. Canada comes up with the ball. They get it out in front. Mertasek reaching for it, it's loose. Shot comes in. Too many bodies in front, doesn't get through. 35 seconds to go in the power play. Into the middle for Bishop. Johnson with a shot, another save by Mertasek. Great sequence, good goaltending. The big Slovak goaltender. I say standing tall, but just has to stand there to do that. Daniel Lowe holding it in momentarily, getting to it first over on the far side is Eunice, sends it down the floor. 15 seconds to go in the Canadian power play, running out of time. Along the boards, Canada will come away with it. Livingston up the right side. Livingston in over the blue line, offside at the blue line. Lowe was just a step ahead of the play. Just 4 seconds to go in the penalty to Tomáš Nessel. Lifting high in the air, White trying to run onto it. White is there, knocked it across, ball is loose in front, comes back towards the blue line. Linney with a shot, that was blocked. They're playing 5-on-5, at least for now. Big collision at center. Players keep going. White harassing his man. They get it up ahead. Kantorek to clear it in. Linney up ahead. Kang. Collision at the blue line. One Canadian player goes down. Yunus plays it up ahead to Chromiak. Chromiak will dump it back. Gadosh over to Chromiak. Chromiak to center and will clear it in. Round in behind the goal, backhanded away by Punia. And it comes out, and the Slovaks are on it right away. Canada with another chance to move it. 2 chances. Now they'll get a third. Can they get it out? No, they cannot. Kept in. Students. Bertone goes into the corner. Bertone and Students gets physical down there. Hand goes up. Penalty coming up. It's going to go to Slovakia. Canada maintaining possession. Now it's touched up at center. Officials confer. Nobody gone to the penalty box yet. By the way, McQueen is still in the penalty box. Must have picked up a 10-minute misconduct to go with that 4-minute sparing earlier. That was all the discussion. His penalty had expired, but he had to serve the misconduct. Boris Kantorik in the penalty box for Slovakia. Canada back on the power play. Just 30 seconds to go in the period. Hamila tried to play it in. Canada didn't get it in over the blue line. Lowe now does. Ball comes free, thrown in front by McGraw. McGraw's got it back at the blue line. Time starting to run out. 10 seconds to go in the period. Johnson towards goal. Martyshuk played it. Goes up. That hit the ceiling. Buzzer goes. Spirited first period between Canada and Slovakia. Shots on goal 7-4 in favor of Canada. Minute 13 left to go in the Slovak penalty. When we come back, Canada will have that to work on their power play. We'll be back in just over 4 minutes with the second period. You're watching the 2018 ISBHF World Junior Ball Hockey Championships from St. John's, Canada. Got a minute 13 left to go in the penalty to Boris Kantorek of Slovakia. We get set to begin the second period. 1-1 tie between these two teams. Both Slovakia and Canada will play in the semifinals, as will the Czech Republic and the United States. The United States will finish fourth. As for the other three teams, so much depends on what happens in the next two periods. Who will get first, who will get second, and who will get third. Canada needs a single point, meaning at least don't lose in regulation to take first. Slovakia, if they want any chance at first, they have to win in regulation. Mara with a shot as he breaks in. Right off the face-off. Took that pass and split the Slovak defense. Couldn't beat Martashek. Dumped in. Canada slow to move on it. Slovakia able to easily clear it down the floor. ISBHF, the captain. Try that same play. It doesn't work this time, and Canada sent packing back down the floor. Amila, 20 seconds to go now in the man advantage. Over to Mara, still not into the attacking zone. Now they've got it in, but Mara lost it on the stick handle. Great penalty kill here for Slovakia. Ball put into the corner, but on at first is Lohovi. Penalties over, we're back to even strength. We have not had a lot of 5-on-5 ball hockey in this game. Ball is stolen off the boards. The shot came in from Rass, then it rattles around. Finally, Sutton's got it. Sutton goes down, and so much for the 5-on-5. Delayed penalty coming up against Slovakia as Sutton was hauled down. Pass up, they get it in over the blue line, but touched up by Slovakia. Canada back on the power play. All right, here we go. 2 minute, 1-man advantage for Canada. And very little 5-on-5. Livingston back into his own end. Livingston to center, played it in. It's tipped, goes right to the goalkeeper. Off of Lowe, and Martashek will cover up. We get a face-off in the Slovak end of the floor to Martashek's right. Minute 45 left to go in the Canadian power play. Trying to backhand it out was Gadosh, but kept in. Livingston comes here on the near side to Sallows. Into the middle, quick shot, quick release. Good save. Perlick was set up in the slot and got away a quick, accurate shot. Minute 28 remaining in the penalty. Hamila. Sutton. Jesse Sutton. And along the goal line. Great passer. Tried to flip it in for Bishop. Johnson is up there. As he came in off the point. And cleared down the floor. The Slovak penalty killing, the story of this second period so far. Still 55 seconds to go in this penalty. And Hamila way too high as he shot it in. It goes well up into the mesh. Faceoff's going to come just outside the Canadian blue line. Canada unable to get anything going on their power play. Low. Up ahead to Punia. Punia flips it in, knocked down at the blue line by Slovakia. Canada brings it in. Slovaks were screaming that that was offside. Punia with a shot. Got through and then just went wide of the post, but one and done. Down the floor it goes. One last rush here for Canada. 20 seconds to go. And back down the floor. That'll pretty much do it. 10 seconds to go in the penalty to Slovakia. Lifted high. Sallows trying to get to it. Sallows does get to it. Got a shot away. Now the penalty's over. 5-on-5. Sallows trying to feed it out in front. Canada's got to get back there. Everybody down low. Punia. Ball goes high in the air. Punia jumps up to get it. Able to control it, then loses it. Breaking away is Gabko. He had it taken away. Nessel for Slovakia. We'll clear it in. Back there is Low around the boards. Kept in by Slovakia. Rask scores! Got it out in front. And tucked home by Samuel Gabko. So this game becomes more and more interesting as we move along. 2-1, Slovakia. Vashish. Stopped up along the half wall. Canada clears it out. And along the boards. Svetana. Working against Dory. Comes loose. Olenek. Tip pass Vashish to Svetana. Olenek gets the return pass. Couldn't handle it. Canada's got it. Livingston. He stopped outside the blue line. Slovakia will bring it back in. Slovakia with all kinds of life. Swinging around behind the goal. Trying to get it out in front. They do. The shot save made a little awkwardly by Kerr, but keeps it out. And then we get a little bit of pushing and shoving. Players come in and clear things out. There will be a penalty. Again, at least one. And the signal from the referee is just the one, roughing to Slovakia. Canada's already had about 3.5 minutes of power play opportunity here in the second period. Have done basically nothing with it. They'll get one more. Slovakia win the faceoff. Nessel. Send Canada down behind their own goal to start this off. Hamila will pick it up. Dumped in. Canada goes into forecheck. Bishop is in there. Sutton is in there. Sutton trying to work it out in front, but down the floor it goes once again. Hamila. Marr dumps it in. Again, Canada will try and get in there to forecheck, but quickly on it. Michael Lahove for Slovakia. From outside, off the end boards this time. Goaltender Martashek will cover it up. At least Canada will get a face-off in the Slovak end, but they need to start winning some face-offs. Slovakia has done a great job in the circle. Another very good crowd on hand at the Mount Pearl Glacier. All the seats on this side. Punia. McQueen back out there now. McQueen holding it, shoots. Martashuk had a look behind him but kept it out. And again, one shot, out it comes. Coming off the boards. Getting a shorthanded opportunity was Nausch. 30 seconds to go in the Canadian power play. They get it in over the blue line. McQueen, Punia, and Punia lost it. There's nothing going right for Canada right now. Sure, off the boards. 16 seconds to go. In over the blue line, they'll play it back. McQueen, Punia, over the far side. 2 seconds to go, shot comes in. That'll do it, penalty is over. Sallow's looking for it. Lowe pinching up. McQueen is on it for Canada. Behind the goal, Sallows. Getting away is Gadosh. Gadosh up through the middle, gets to the blue line, shoots it right on goal. Curl, stop it and hold on to it. .736 go in the second period, just about halfway through this one. Slovakia leading it 2-1. Quick pass up through the middle and a good defensive play by Gadosh to stop that right at the blue line. White gets it in, shot from outside, off the end boards. Canada's on it first. Pass across, Kang couldn't get a stick to it. Now they turn it over. Milos running down the left side. Milos, O'Brien will get there first for Canada. Milos takes him to the boards. Ball comes loose, shot by Kantorik, went off the stick of Dory down into the corner. Taken by Canada up the left side. White behind the goal. White trying to get it out in front, does, but it gets away, and jumping on it quickly was Tepeshek. Long pass, too long, picked off. Bringing it in, Eunice. Back at center. Students, shot, comes off the end boards, out in front. Canada's there first. Don't clear it out. Great shift for the Slovaks. Finally cleared down the floor. Great hustle by Maher. We've seen his speed before. One of the fastest, if not the fastest in the tournament. Livingston, a shot comes off the end boards, wide. Maher trying to get to it. Students. Canada can't keep it in. They've got to clear the zone. Eunice. Up ahead, almost found Sirjan for the breakaway. Now Canada will come back. So opens up a little bit here now in the second period as we play a little bit of 5-on-5. Chromiak over to the far side, was looking for Sirjan. Two players go into the corner. Canada comes away with it. It's Livingston. Livingston at center. Moves it across. Canada will dump it in, but that hit somebody at the Canadian bench. So the faceoff will come back just outside the Team Canada blue line. 5:01 is the time left to go in the second period. Played in. It got past Punia over in the corner. Laurier couldn't get it out. In front. There's the shot. Save. Rebound. Rattles around in front. Finally, Kerr has got it. Good play by Svitana of Slovakia. Chris Kerr with a good save, and then the ball sat there in the crease for a couple of seconds before he covered it up. Svitana will take the face-off for Slovakia. Flipped out towards the blue line, kept in. Touched by Canada first, so no hand pass. They score! Svitana! Canada with a weak clearing attempt, had it knocked down at the blue line. Would have been a hand pass had Slovakia touched it. First touch by the Canadian player, then Svitana stole it, put it in the back of the net, and it is 3-1 Slovakia. Somebody once said, it's getting curiouser and curiouser. If Slovakia can hang on and win this in regulation, three-way tie, Canada, Slovakia, Czech Republic. Then it would depend on the exact score. With the three-way tie, they have to go to the goals for and against. Slovakia did lose fairly big to Czech Republic 7-3, so that puts them at a disadvantage. Penalty's been called against Canada. Hooking. Goes from bad to worse for Team Canada right now. Bertone going to the penalty box. Hovey to take the face-off for Slovakia. Against Bishop. Slovakia win it, slap shot, blocked by Bishop. Bishop, short-handed, heading up the floor, will clear it in. He'll go into forecheck. Bishop hustling in there, calmly playing it away to the boards was Nessel. Bishop running hard, but the Slovaks bring it out. Stopped at the blue line. Minute 20 to go in the power play. Dumped in by Roloffsky. And a chance to clear it. Don't lift it high, and this one will get out. Back to pick it up, Tomasz Nessel. Brinko. Back to Nessel. A little bit too far. Canada's got it. Nessel blocked that pass. Up ahead, Dory. Dory is stopped at the blue line. Nausch will bring it into the attacking zone for Slovakia. Back at the blue line, Brinko. Yunus, Brinko. Olenek, shot. Went over the top of the goal. Nausch. Brinko. They bang home the rebound off the end boards, and it is 4-1 Slovakia. So they might have to win big to get in because of the 7-3 loss to the Czech Republic, but they're closing the gap. So they've taken a 3-goal lead here in the second period against Canada. Livingston for Canada. Svetana with his second goal. Here's Marr. Throwing it in front and diving to get out of the way is Bishop as Martashek covers it up. So Svetana back-to-back goals for Slovakia. Canada in a hole right now, down 4-1. Pass out in front, misfired, penalties coming up. High sticking. Very little 5-on-5. It's going to go to Slovakia. It appears that it's Peter Yunus heading to the penalty box. .229 left to go. A late goal here in the second period might give Canada a little bit of life, but they haven't shown any on their power play. Fans trying to fire up the troops. Sutton. Shot blocked. And once again, Slovakia will clear it the length of the floor. Livingston. Dumps it in. Livingston will go in to chase it himself. Livingston's got it in around behind the goal. Livingston out in front. Bishop waiting for it. Bishop's got it. Bishop can't shoot it. Bishop working in a shot. Goaltender's lost his stick. Now he's got it back. Livingston doesn't shoot it. Bishop down along the goal line. Sutton spinning, fed it out in front. Nobody there, right on the stick of the Slovak player. Fans very impatient for this Canadian power play to get them back in the game. That shot doesn't get through. It's loose in front. Backhand put wide by Marr. Again, Slovakia winning those battles along the boards. They come up with it. Olenek will clear it in. 40 seconds to go in the Canadian power play. Livingston up ahead. Dumped in. Again, Canada will try and get into chase. Got past Sutton, but Bishop's got it. Bishop can't shoot it. Back to Livingston. Livingston with the shot. Save is made. And covered up. No rebound. Just 19 seconds left to go in the power play for Canada. Hamila can't shoot it. Off to the boards. Hamila will get it back. One-timer. Off a stick. Comes in front of the goal. Knocked down. Canada's got it. McQueen. His shot well wide of the target. 3 seconds to go in the power play. 29 seconds to go in the period. McQueen winds up. Fires. That hit. Tomasz Nessel in front. Nessel's going to head off. That stung. Turned over. Sallows. Breakout here for Canada. Perlick lost the handle. Whistle goes. Slashing. He had a few seconds of 5-on-5, so it was time for another penalty. Comes with 4.8 seconds to go in the second period. It's been a very good one for Slovakia. Michael Lahovi, number 14, gone to the penalty box. Barring a quick goal by Canada, penalty will carry over into the third period, but 4.8 seconds, they can win the faceoff. They do win it cleanly. Back at the point, but an errant pass will kill off the rest of the clock here in the second period. Great period for Slovakia. They lead it 4-1 after 30 minutes of play. All started with some big penalty kills, and then they fed off that momentum and got a few goals of their own. 4-1, they lead it. We'll be back with the third period in about 4 minutes from now. You're watching the 2018 ISBHF World Junior Ball Hockey Championships from St. John's, Canada. All right, here we go, third period. Slovakia leading it 4-1 over Team Canada. Team Canada will start this period on a power play, same as they did to start the second. It didn't pay off for them as they didn't create any offense at all. As I say, Slovakia built off the momentum from the penalty kills. Added a few goals of their own. Now Canada's got it inside the attack zone. McQueen. Hamila. He and McQueen will crisscross. He'll get it back to McQueen. McQueen with a shot. Rebound was there. Wide open. Goaltender has it in the trapper. Ball bounced up in the air. Perlick was in there looking for a rebound. There wasn't one. And the referee has called yet another penalty. This one again. Well, let's see. One each. Slashing to Canada, Perlick. Roughing, I believe that was Tomasz Nessel. 16, Brinko. Roughing and slashing. Nil offset remains 5-on-4 for Canada. They win the face-off. Robinson with a shot, that deflected, went wide. Sutton down into the corner, Bishop. Bishop trying to get it out in front, he can't against the Slovaks. Slovakia. They're down the floor again. Their penalty kill has been exceptional in this game. It has really been the big story. Livingston. Canada gets it in. Livingston has it. Livingston, it came out, so Canada lost it. Now here come the Slovaks shorthanded. Offside on the left side, Olenek by a whisker. Back at the point, Hamil, another penalty coming up to Slovakia. Canada's getting their chances. Yet another penalty. Boy, if they don't start taking advantage of them, this is going to swing the other way. Samuel Ras, 3 players for Slovakia now in the penalty box. 1 for Canada. I'm seeing 2 signals from the referee, a trip and a high stick. So I don't know if a Canadian player is going to be going as well. The gate's not open. No, it's 2 penalties to Slovakia. Tripping and high sticking, both to Slovakia. Canada's been given every opportunity. And Canada has called a timeout. They recognize that they really need to do something with this. You'll never get a better chance. You're down 4-1 and you're going to have lengthy 5-on-3. Canada did look a little better on this power play so far. They've had a couple of chances. Haven't been able to beat goaltender Martishuk. He gave up a bit of a weak one to start the game on the shot from outside, but he has been very solid since. That's the big Slovak goaltender. Bishop to take the face-off for Canada. It is 5-on-3. Long delay before we drop the ball. Good to go. And Canada has to outman the Slovakia along the boards all the time, win all those battles. Punia had trouble with it down in the corner. Canada yet to get control of it. Slapped along the boards. Now they'll set up. Kamila. Down low. In behind the goal. Out in front, shot wide. Try that cross crease pass. Try it again, but the ball is bouncing around. Too many bodies in between. Canadian player goes down, and yet another penalty. Slovakia is trying to lose this one. Don't mean that literally, but all these penalties. Almost as many players in the Slovak penalty box as are on the bench. They're holding off Team Canada despite being shorthanded through most of this game. Checking to make sure the net was positioned properly. Again, Canada can't win the face-off, and that hurts them. 5-on-3. Slovakia able to bring it out. Look at this. Just keeps on going. Great rush by WjBHC, the captain. Oh, a very, I'll add another one, very undisciplined penalty by Canada as Maher knocked the stick out of the hands of WjBHC as Canada was coming up the floor. Running out of room on the penalty clock. Five-on-4 power play now. Face-off back in their own end. Again, a lot of that came from not winning the face-off. The 3 face-offs there when they were up 5-on-3, didn't win any of them, never really got good clean possession. A couple of times they got it in behind the goal and tried to make a pass out front where all the traffic was. Everybody had collapsed back there. Bad pass. Some confusion as to who that was for. Crowd trying to exhort Canada to get going. Really not much going right. Punia doesn't shoot it. Punia. Bishop, shot, short side, no room there at all. Bartoshik just too big, hugs the post. Crowd yelling, shoot, 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 as they always do when the home team has a power play, and the shot goes wide, and Slovakia clear it down the floor. It continues. Too many players on the floor. Some confusion as the penalties were expiring. Players coming out of the box, off the bench. wild night in Mount Pearl. Four on three. Cleared down the floor. Beertone. Turning in the corner. Back at the point, Livingston. In front, looking for the deflection. Back to Livingston. On the far side, back to Livingston, can't one-time it. There's a one-timer, that's in! Referee says it was in and then came out. The Slovaks are incensed. First thought from up here was that it had hit the post, but the referee right on the goal line. It came out so quickly. If it hits that bar up and underneath, it'll come out just as quick as if it hit the post. Canada gets a goal on a controversial one. I believe it was Johnson, Brendan Johnson with the slap shot, number 9. Now we've got to get the penalties straight. Maher has 14 seconds left to go on his. Tomasz Nessel, minute 40 on his penalty. Lots of time left, 10:44. Official over at the scorer's box wants the second official to come over. My best guess would be is that they're trying to figure out when everybody should be coming out of the box. There were so many penalties. You need to work out when the penalties expire, when each player is allowed to come out. Official wants to take a look at the time sheet, the score sheet, see which penalties are still in effect, which ones have ended. Not an easy task with all the penalties that were called. Captain Livingston comes over to talk to the officials about what the penalty situation is. Just looking at the score clock, it looks like it'll be 4-on-4 until Maher's penalty expires, and Canada will go back on the power play again. Canada coaching staff not particularly happy with how this was resolved penalty-wise. Have a seat, folks. Sit down, get comfortable. This may take a minute. Already has. And let's say congratulations to France and Belgium today, advancing to the semifinals of the World Cup. France defeating Uruguay 2-0. Not finished over at the penalty box yet. Belgium defeating Brazil 2-1. Another two quarterfinals go tomorrow. England to play Sweden, and Croatia to play the host Russians. The referee said, look, let's go. We've got it, whatever it is, we're gonna play. Canada won the face-off. Perlick had it knocked off his stick as he got to the blue line. And it's 4-on-4 right now. McQueen trying to get it in over the blue line. He does, but then taken away by Brinko. In behind the goal, the ball goes high in the air. Penalty to Marr now has expired. Canada back on the power play, 5-on-4. Marr just came out of the penalty box, puts it in around behind the goal. On it first is Vashesh, taken away. Canada on it. Threw it out in front. McQueen's shot goes up and out of play. So another minute and 4 seconds on the power play for Canada. Ball went off the goaltender, Martashuk. So the face-off stays in the Slovak end of the floor. Ball goes into the corner. Canada's got it. Lost it. They can't keep it in. Look out, here's a shorthanded breakaway. Scores! WjBHC hasn't been used much, hasn't been on the floor a whole lot. Got the shorthanded breakout. Got it under the right pad of goaltender Chris Kerr. So any momentum from that power play goal by Canada quickly erased. A shorthanded goal by Slovakia. Goal differential now could have a big part in determining the placement between these three teams, Canada, Slovakia, and the Czech Republic, for tomorrow's semifinals. Sorry, Sunday's gold medal game Sunday night. If Slovakia hangs on to win, it'll create a three-way tie, and they'll go to plus-minus. I believe it's only just between the three teams involved in the tie. I think you throw out the other games. Someone from the ISBHF is listening and wants to correct me on that. Wouldn't mind if you drop by. Referee's arm is up. Another penalty to Slovakia. There you see Inderpal Kang. He was rubbed out harshly along the boards. Kantorik immediately went to the penalty box. Kang limps to the Canadian players bench. Livingston. Back to Livingston. Shot from the boards, save. Rebound is loose there, quick whistle. Ball was loose, referee's whistle went. So going on the games between the three teams, assuming Slovakia were to hang on to win right now, the Czechs who are finished, they are +3. They beat Slovakia by 4 goals, lost to Canada by 1, so they're +3. Slovakia lost that first game by 4, but they're up 3 here, so they're just down 1. It's a -1. Canada won by 1, but they're down 3, they're -2. So if it ended right now, it would be Czech Republic in first place, Slovakia second, Canada third. Which would mean these two teams would play each other in the semifinal. Czech Republic would play the United States. Again, that's saying if it ended now, it's not over yet. A little mopping up to do down in the crease. The under-18 Canada is in the gold medal game. Their opponent will be determined when the Czechs play States tomorrow. Livingston. Johnson. His shot, glove save made by Martyshuk. Looked very comfortable on that. Canada with a wholesale change. Again, still on the power play. Mar. Hamila. He mishandled it momentarily. Now he's got it. Back to Mar. Good pass. Get it down low. Can't get it past Martyshuk. There they do on the rebound. Martyshuk made the first save. Then it's put home. Perlick. Noah Perlick. And it is 5-3 with 7:40 to go. Great pass by Jordan Marr from the left point. Found Perlick over the right side of the goal. His first shot was stopped, but he banged the rebound home. Still a little more than half a period to play. Canada trying to get it in. Down low. Perlick going in to chase. Vashis is there. Calmly up to Svitana. Svitana is poke checked. Canada will come up with the ball. O'Brien. Good pass up to Svitana. He missed a return pass. Marr's got it. Marr in over the blue line. Marr. That's onside. Marr threw it out in front, was looking for McQueen. McQueen's got it now along the boards. Shot comes in from O'Brien, knocked down by Martyshuk. Vashish, great player, only got as far as center. Brought back in by Canada. Perlick along the boards. Vashish in to help out. Ball squirts free. Hamila shot, didn't get much on it, but it's loose in front. Perlick couldn't turn and get a shot away, had his stick tied up. Ball goes into the Slovak bench, and Canada, a little bit of momentum right now, making this interesting, down 5-3. McGraw couldn't get to the balls and went between his feet, cleared down the floor to go right to Kerr. Kerr leaves it there. Punia, two Slovak players, and they're all over him. Coming in to help out was McGraw. Sahota up at the blue line, gave it away. Shot off the goalpost. Hit the goalpost cleanly. Serjan. That goes up in the air. Czechs pressing, the Slovaks pressing now. Along the boards. Canada trying to get it out. McGraw pokes it out over center. No further than that. Serjan with Sutton. Canada comes up with it. Sutton down the left side. Sutton's got a bit of room. Jesse Sutton swinging around in behind the goal. Threw it out in front. Ball goes high in the air. Back at center. It's picked up by Livingston. Livingston will fire it in around behind the goal. That pass missed. The Canadian player in front. That was Bishop. Bishop hustling to get back. Serjan with another shot. This one over the top of the goal. Canada can't clear it. Serjan again with a one-timer. Scores! He hit the post a moment ago. Scores on this one. And Slovakia restore their 3-goal lead, 6-3. Radovan Serjan. Goaltending change for Canada. Chris Kerr will go out. Daniel Allin will replace. Actually, Allin is not going. That's the under 18 group. Again, the team's mixed up for just a moment. It's Thomas Mitchell. Not a lot of time left now, 5 minutes. Again, goal differential matters, so anything that can close the gap might help. Quick math, Canada can close the gap to a 2-goal differential. That would change things. There is a difference between losing by 2 and losing by 3 in terms of your placement. And again, if you finish second or third, these two teams will play each other anyway. Another goal for Slovakia, Samuel Ras. For the Slovaks, they're making a bid to get into first place. Czech Republic are +3. Won by 4, lost by 1. Slovakia now are even. They would need 3 more. looking more and more like it's going to be Czech Republic to take on the United States, Canada, Slovakia in a rematch in the other semifinal. That's completely by my unofficial calculations up here in the booth. Check the tournament website, conclusion of tonight's games, to find out for sure where everybody places. Is under 20. Penalty to Canada, tripping. Good burst of speed by Vashish. Vashish on the backhand. Save is made by Mitchell. Vashish still battling down low. O'Brien leaves it in the corner. Bertone. Penalty was to Slovakia. I thought it was going to Canada. Offside at the blue line. Brinko having words. Official step in between those two players. Bishop to face off against Rass. High in the air, Mitchell catches it, keeps the play going. Under 2.5 to go. Roloski knocked down, penalty coming up. Touched up by Canada. Roloski coming up limping. He may have twisted his right knee. A little chippy. Interference. Delorier, who hasn't played a lot this evening. Down to the penalty box. .216 left to go. 4-on-4. Once again, Vashish. Smetana off the boards, up ahead, Olenek. He stopped. Shot comes off the boards, wide of the goal. White down the left side. White getting himself free, pass across, shot, save made by the big goaltender, knocked down by White and tapped in. Livingston took the first shot. Save was made by Martashek, and then ball came up high Great job by White to knock it down with his hand and then tap it in the net. 7-4. These teams are developing a healthy dislike for one another, which could be fun if they meet in the semifinals. Which, again, is looking that way. Semifinals are tomorrow night, 6 and 8 o'clock. The third versus second is at 6. First versus fourth is at 8. That's tomorrow evening. Semifinals in the under 20. Check the tournament website to get confirmation. I'm thinking it's going to be Canada, Slovakia in that 6 o'clock game. First semifinal, the 2-3 semifinal. Comes to the side of the goal. Whistle goes, and we get a little more pushing and shoving. Officials again in there quickly. 1:09 to go. Time winding down in this one. Punia. Milos was on him. Ball to the side of the goal. Milos in behind there for the Czech Republic. Tied up with O'Brien. Slovaks come up with it. Ball. That shot by Gadosh, wide of the goal. Half a minute left to play. Dory trying to cut in. Kept in. Back at center. O'Brien down to Kang. Kang can't shoot it. Had the ball taken away. Now Slovakia. Play it out. 10 seconds to go. Milos dumps it in wide of the goal. Big victory for Slovakia. They defeat Canada 7-4 in the final round robin game. So for us, it's 6 games in the books. We'll stay for the player of the game presentations as we always do. Tomorrow morning, first game will be basically an exhibition game. A local team will take on the 5th place team, the under 20. That'll be Great Britain to give them an extra game. Tournament resumes in earnest at noon. Switzerland to play Italy. These are all under 18 games. Switzerland to play Italy. Then at 2, Czech Republic, USA. And at 4 o'clock, Great Britain, Canada. That'll finish off the round robin for the under 18s. Then we'll get into the semifinals for the under 20s. 3rd place versus 2nd at 6 o'clock. 4th versus 1st at 8. That's the schedule for tomorrow. So again, the first real round robin game between the teams is at noon tomorrow. Ryan Sallows, player of the game for Team Canada. Svitana, number 10, player of the game for Slovakia. One last piece of business, the national anthem of Slovakia. We'll come back and say goodnight. And with that, we will say goodnight from the Mount Pearl Glacier. St. John's, we're back tomorrow. Final games in the round robin in the under 18 and then the semifinals in the under 20. Hope you can join us then. You're watching the 2018 ISBHF World Junior Ball Hockey Championships from St. John's, Canada. Have a great night, everyone.